Hello, everyone. Den family, Den mother Amanda, back again once again. Part five: trans women versus women. What's the truth? Okay, I'm seeing a lot of people out there that are on a delusional whatever side that think trans women are exactly the same as women, and also for men. But this seems to be coming out of the trans women community more than the trans men community. And it's just insane. It's not reality. It's a fantasy to believe that a biological male can be identical to a woman, a female. Female. It does not work like that. Humans are not asexual. They cannot change physically and biologically change from one sex to another through metamorphosis or medical. All trans women can do is assume the desired feminization to appear as a woman. It's only an appearance, nothing else. This radical, I'm going to call it what it is, bullshit, is what's causing problems for the transsexual and transgender community. Because you deny living in reality. It's affecting or starting to affect trans population. Some states have initiated or are starting to or trying to initiate laws against transitioning adults. It's starting to happen with medical insurance not wanting to cover certain surgeries. This is going to cause serious problems for those of us who are actually transsexual slash transgender. Because transgender is actually, really, when it comes down to it, the replacement word, or supposed to be the replacement word for transsexual. Okay, that's why I don't like identifying as transgender. There's too much crap in that meaning of that word that people want to put into it. And it does not represent those of us who are actually transsexual. We are not looking to eliminate women's spaces, places, and things of doing when it comes to sports and other things. And when we as trans women are doing that, I'm not one of them, is causing a serious problem. There's enough trans females to initiate a different section called a transsexual or transgender sports. Females, biological females, are either getting hurt, injured, and losing possible scholarships for college because these trans women that are biological men, biologically male, are wanting to compete in women's sports because they're too much of a coward to participate in men's sports. Okay. Another thing, got men getting locked up in jail for X amount of time, whatever that time may be. identifying as a male, their biological reality of being male before they even get put in jail or prison, and then saying that they're trans to get moved into the women's prisons and jails. There have been a few males that have gone into women's jails and prisons and raped women and caused them to get pregnant and raped them. That's rape. In my belief, they should have their genitals mutilated while awake with no numbing agents. Because you're sick, vile, and disgusting. Back to the sports thing. An MMA fighter busted the skull of a biological female in 39 seconds of the first round of a match, and then bragged about it and said, "Isn't this awesome?" It's sickening. And then got high school volleyball. A boy identifying as a trans girl. It was probably an accident, I'm sure. Spiked the ball and it hit a girl in the biological girl in the head and gave her a concussion. High school basketball. A male identifying as a girl unintentionally injured a girl's back playing high school basketball. Two collegiate runners in the same college, from what I understand. And even if it's not, they weren't in the same college, ran in the same women's race, took first and second place by a long shot. Putting two women's financial status for whatever possible help they may get, financial help they may have been getting for college scholarships towards tuition in jeopardy. Where is the fairness for biological women and females? That's not fairness. That's injuring. And the trans women want to say they want trans rights. Yeah, you have the right to be in trans sports, not women's sports. You have no right there, no business there. It's not for you. Your body structures are still larger, stronger, bigger lungs, bigger hearts, larger oral cavities for breathing in sports or swimming. Take a look at Leah Thomas. 400 and something in men's collegiate sports. Then, and within a year, Leah Thomas was first in the nation for in women's sports. Trans women who are doing this stuff in colleges or high schools are hurting girls in women's sports in the future for the future. Because when biological women are missing out on these positions that would have got them national recognition or collegiate recognition. The placing of these wins for trans women should be extricated and removed from that position for biological women to enter that position. Instead, it's time to make it right for women. And get over your self-centered, ego-driven narcissism. Because you're a piece of garbage if you're trying to take women's spaces. Hi, visitor. How are you? Glad you're here. And it's like the women have no business. Trans women really don't have any business in women's sports because of injuries that happen, intentional or unintentional. I think probably most of them are unintentional. It's still not right, even if it's unintentional. And if they're taking high-ranking positions away from these females, they lose. More than just the position in that particular event or events. It could hurt their financial future for sporting jobs or even non-paid sporting careers such as the Olympics. Trans women have no right to take those positions away from women. Come on, it's time to get a reality check. It really is. This is hurting us as a whole in a transgender, transsexual community. For those of us who are really transsexual or transgender and trying to get medical treatment for it, it needs to stop. Well, we get so far and get almost everything we want when it comes to medical treatment, and then y'all have to destroy it. Find a rocket ship and leave the planet. You're no longer welcome here. No longer welcome if that's what you do, because that's what you're doing. You're destroying women's spaces for your sick, warped, and twisted ego. They need to be flushed down a toilet like a toilet bowl nugget, because that's where you belong. And that's even too good for you. I'm sick and tired of your crap. It's insulting to us who are really transgender, transsexual, medically transitioning. It's insulting to women and girls. And to think that you can are biologically the same. Get over your crap. You know it's a lie. You know it's a lie. And there's no excuse for it. None. You're a baby who needs their diaper changed in a bottle. Just throwing a little baby temper tantrum. I want this, I want that. Tough. Go eat crybaby soup somewhere else. We're done with you. Okay, thanks for tuning in. Some others that you can watch on YouTube that are a whole lot more well known than I am and been around on YouTube a bunch longer than I have. Blair White, she's amazing. Buck Angel, he's amazing. The Offensive Tranny, he's amazing. Brad Palumbo, he's gay. He's amazing. if you want to get some differing ideas, Samantha Lux is out there. She's pretty good too. I like her. I have differing opinions that she has. Some of them I agree with. She's a decent person. She's a caring person. Even though we have different opinions, ideas, thoughts, and beliefs around certain topics. Whether you agree with somebody or you don't, please do your best to try to not set forth out hate. I know sometimes I talk like it is that I hate certain people. I don't hate the people. I dislike what's happening with certain people and what they're doing. I have care and compassion for those people, and I hope that they will come around to the truth of reality. That trans women are not women, trans men are not men. Trans boys are not boys, trans girls are not girls. That's why we're trans. And be respectful. Don't do the I want thing and demand. Nobody wants to hear it. Nobody's putting up with it. More and more people are coming out against it because we're just not tolerating your belligerence anymore. You're ruining the lives and ruining the community, which I'm not sure. I don't think I want to be part of anymore. I'm always going to be a trans woman, not a biological woman. Not a biological woman. I'll always be biologically male, who physically appears as a woman to offset my gender, a whole lot of my gender dysphoria, which is a real thing. To offset some of the depression around being born a male and living as a male most of my life. Not to take up women's spaces, sports, and other things that women should have for themselves. And if you're trans, whether you've gone through the full medical thing or not, stay out of the women's locker room. Because you're a sick pig going in there and prancing around like you're a woman when you haven't even had all the surgeries or enough of the surgeries, or to go in and shave elsewhere, shave before you go there. Actually put the effort into it if you're really trans. Because if you're not putting in the effort before you go there and then do stuff while you're there, you're just a sick pervert looking to cause harm only to girls and women. And you should be in jail. And population in a men's jail. That's where you belong. When you do that stuff in women's restrooms or locker rooms, there's stalls with a door for a reason. And put effort into looking like a woman before you even think about going in there. Do not go in unshaved or not wearing women's clothing if you're really trans. If you're not trans, stay out. Just stay out. It's that simple. And if you actually care, if everybody that's complaining and complaining about what I'm talking about, You don't care about the transgender or transsexual population. You just don't care. There's no excuse for it. None. Not even a little bit. It doesn't even come up to the width of a hair as a reason or an excuse. Except that you're a narcissist, self-centered, ego-driven puke with an inferiority complex. Anyway, I'm done rambling, peeps. Please like, subscribe, and I am up for having a conversation on different opinions. I really am. I don't know if there's anything that's going to be said that may or may not change my mind on topics. Something could. Some of them not likely. Some of them probably not at all. But I'm open to having a decent conversation. It might sound a little heated every once in a while, but that's okay. Come with facts, not how you feel. Deal with the facts first. Then we'll go from there. Meet somewhere on facts. Feelings can be dealt with. And I was someone who I was wanting to talk with you about how you're feeling. And please talk to people. It's worth your while. If it helps you get better, even if things don't change your mind, it helps. If you start to feel better, that's what counts. So anyway, it's time for me to get going, and y'all have a lovely day, no matter what part of the day you're in. And if no one has told you that they love you today, I love you sincerely. Have a great day. Bye-bye.